Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Retired Guy's Garage. Alright, well, I started out the day working on the Trans Am, and you'll see that debacle in another video, but I've been real bad about draining my compressor lately. I realized the other day, well, a couple weeks ago, so was it, the thing wasn't building up as much pressure as it usually does. Used to build up 115, 120 psi of pressure, but man, lately it just seemed like it's only been able to build up about 90 pounds. I'm like, what the heck is going on with this thing? Turns out it was probably had 3 gallons of water in the bottom of it. So yeah, so I decided, hey, probably need to be better about draining this compressor. So I don't know if y'all ever struggled with one of these things, man. But this is for those of you that have a stand-up compressor like I do. That's a 60-gallon. I think it used to be a 5-horse, and I upgraded when the motor went bad. I upgraded to, I don't know, 6 or 7-horse motor on it. Anyway, not important. But if you've ever had a struggle with this stupid little thumb screw at the bottom of your compressor to drain your compressor every day, have I got the fix for you. This is a pain in the ass, I'm not going to lie. And what really sealed the deal on finding a better system is the fact that the little rubber O-ring that sits right in here that actually seals it off. Yeah, it's now Wi-Fi enabled. It's not. Yeah. Anyway, it's invisible. It's gone. And there's got to be a better way. Not only that, I'm an old guy. I got to bend down. I got to try and fool with this thing. Get on my knees, climb under the compressor every time I want to drain it, and try to get this thumb screw. Fight with this thumb screw. Pain in the ass, without a doubt. So, went to Lowe's today, and I got a bunch of 1/4-inch pipe. Not actually pipe, but a bunch of 1/4-inch, 1.5 inch nipples, that kind of thing. Couple of 90-degree elbows, and shut-off valve. So what we are going to do is we're going to bring the drain out from underneath the compressor. And this will be the new valve that opens and closes. Much easier to use, much easier to operate, and I don't have to get on my knees on the cold garage floor or hard garage floor and mess with that stupid thumb screw anymore. So, let me show you what we're going to do. Like I said, this all came from Lowe's. I think I paid $25 for everything, assortment of 3 or 4 pipes, couple elbows, 90-degree elbows. This was the most expensive part. This was $10, $11, $10.58, something like that. So all total, tax and tag title, everything came out to about $25. But I won't have to mess with that stupid thumb screw anymore. So let me get this set up. Let me start putting it together. We'll show you what it's going to kind of look like. Get everything unbagged here, and I'll kind of show you what it's going to look like and get it put out. Stick with me. Loosely put together, that's what it's going to look like. This is going to go under the compressor. This is going to get screwed to this little 1/4-inch nipple piece, 1/4 inch by, I think it's 1/4 inch by inch or so, 1.5 inches, something like that. That's going to go into the bottom of the compressor where that thumb screw used to live, and it'll come down 90 out, and drain onto the floor. Yes, good, cool, excellent. All right. So, of course, we're going to have to use some thread sealer on this. We don't want any leaks, obviously. So, let's get started. This is thread sealer tape. Get it at your local hardware store, Lowe's, whatever. Believe it or not, there is a right way and a not so right way to wrap these. So, you're going to screw righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, just like the normal nut and bolt. Pipes are the same way. However, you want to make sure you wrap it so that when you start to install this into your other fitting, it doesn't start unraveling the pipe tape. So, that being said, you want to make sure the end is facing this way. Right? No, other way. You want the end to be facing that way so that it stays when you screw it in. Good? Good. All right. I'll wrap about 2 or 3 wraps around it or so. go around it about 2 or 3 times ish. Now remember, this is going to be the side that's going into the compressor. So we'll put that in there. We're going to tighten it up. I'm going to take this over on the vise and tighten everything up, but that's what it looks like. We'll do the same thing here. Same thing on the pipe that goes into there, etc. Lather, rinse, repeat, and we'll bring it out. So let me go start putting this all together, getting it all tight in the vise till I come out, till I get ready to put it in the compressor, and we'll bring it down and show you that part of it. Stick with me. Hope y'all can hear me. For whatever reason, my fancy microphones decided they didn't feel like working today, so we're just gonna have to wing it. All right. So basically, I just use a 9/16 wrench to get that little crappy little thumb screw out. This is just gonna thread it into the bottom of the compressor, and we'll start bringing it out to where we can get to it. So I'm not gonna bore you with all the details on that because it actually looks like this nipple is going to be too long, unfortunately. Nothing ever goes the way you plan it. Anyway, let me get this in and we'll bring it back in a few minutes. All right, let me get you in there and show you what I'm talking about. So, little pipe nipple there at the top, 90 degree, and couldn't come out this way because this board's in the way, but that's all right. It'll work just fine the other way. We'll bring it out the side, and it'll work just as fine, just as good. So let me finish. I got to put some tape on here, put the valve on, that kind of stuff. So we'll get that done and show you what it looks like when we get finished. Be right back. And that is what the finished product looks like. So I was able to bring it out the front. I just kind of moved this pipe to the side out there, screwed the valve on it, and then tightened it one more turn into the tank, and I was able to make it work. So all worked out just fine. I was kind of surprised, actually. I did go ahead and seal the threads on this little down pipe anyway, even though it really doesn't make any difference whatsoever. You know, more important that everything back here seals than on the other side of the valve, because you would only have that valve open when you were draining the tank anyway. But so it wouldn't really matter. But that was just my OCD kicking in, and I sealed the threads anyway. So anyway, all right, let's get this thing finished up. All right, so I did turn on the compressor. I built up about 20 psi. So just wanted to show you. So now instead of having to, you know, crawl underneath the compressor and deal with that stupid little thumb screw thing, this is all we need to do. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you can hear me, because apparently my microphone doesn't feel like working. I guess you got to charge those things every so often. Who'd have thunk? Anyway, I had to get this done because I needed the compressor to work on the transient. And I couldn't get that thumb screw to seal anymore because that little O-ring is among the missing. Can't understand it. The compressor is only about 10 years old. I mean, I don't understand why the O-ring would be bad. Boy, they just don't make shit like they used to, do they? Anyhow, hey, listen, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. It means more to me than you'll ever know. Of course, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Most importantly, subscribe. Of all of those things, subscribe. And if you're looking for any merchandise, make sure you check out Nancy's store. All the info is at the back. It's at the back end of the video. So, again, thanks so much. Y'all be safe and be careful. Can't wait to see you on the next one. Bye for now.